In the Vatican, there are several hidden secrets and various intriguing theories, files of exorcisms, extremely powerful weapons, and even matters related to aliens. Is it really true that all this information is true? Is it really true that the Vatican harbors all these aspects? Well, get ready, because today we are going to present to you the theories and secrets of the Vatican. For those who don't know, the Vatican is the headquarters of the Roman Catholic Church and also the official residence of the Pope. Located in the center of Rome, the capital of Italy. The Vatican is considered the smallest country in the world, with an area of 440,000 square meters or about 110 acres. Around 900 people reside there, who are members of the Catholic Church or the Swiss Guard, which is the Vatican's armed forces. They are responsible for the surveillance of the city and the Pope's quarters. However, besides being one of the most religious places in the world, the Vatican is also one of the most enigmatic places, full of secrets and conspiracies. Although it may seem like something from movies or the Middle Ages, the practice of exorcism is something real and very common in the past. According to the late Father Gabriel Amorth, who served as the Vatican's chief exorcist for 60 years, how many exorcisms did he perform? You can't even imagine. It's impossible to guess. 160,000 exorcisms. He performed all these exorcisms. However, he wasn't the only one performing exorcisms there, as in 2018, the Vatican gathered over 250 priests from around the world to hold a kind of exorcism school. Furthermore, according to Father Gabriel Amorth, former Pope John Paul II attempted to perform an exorcism but was unsuccessful and ended up failing. In the Vatican, there are documents that prove and provide details of all these exorcisms. The Bible is the most famous and well-known book of all time. In it, we find the story of Christ and the story of human creation. According to the apostles Peter and Paul, these sacred scriptures are inspired by God and were not produced by personal wills of men. The book was written by various different authors. Currently, the Bible contains 66 books, but originally, when it was translated from Latin to English in 1611, it had 80 books. This happened because in 1634, the Vatican decided to remove 14 books from the Bible, without explaining the exact reason. These lost books are known as Apocrypha, a word that comes from Greek and means hidden. The removed or hidden books include Esdras, Tobit, Judith, the Wisdom of Solomon, the Songs of the Three Holy Children, Bel and the Dragon, the Prayer of Manasseh, and some others. Some believe that these books were removed or hidden because they were not aligned with Catholic beliefs and went against the principles established by the Church. According to reports, the true hidden books would be kept in the Vatican. Although it may seem strange, the Vatican, the smallest country in the world, has one of the highest crime rates. This is due to its small population, composed of about 900 inhabitants, which results in a high crime rate proportionally. The most common crimes are shoplifting, purse snatching, wallet and cell phone theft, usually committed by the millions of tourists who visit the site. To give you an idea, about 8 million tourists visit the Vatican annually, which explains the high crime rate that occurs there. Inclusive, the official Vatican tourism website itself recommends that tourists always be alert when visiting the site. In January of the year 897, a peculiar episode occurred in the Vatican, known as the Cadaver Synod. The episode involved Pope Formosus, who supposedly usurped the papacy and was therefore judged in the basilica. However, there was a problem. The Pope had been dead for 7 months. Yes, they actually judged a dead person. To carry out this posthumous trial, they had to remove the body from the tomb, dress it in ecclesiastical attire, and bring it to the papal court. And since the Pope was no longer alive, he had no way to defend himself during his trial. They brought a deacon to speak on behalf of the Pope. In the end, even speaking for him did not help, as he was convicted and found guilty, and all his actions as Pope were declared null and void. After that, once his trial was concluded, they removed the special clothes they had put on him for the trial and instead dressed him in rags, old clothes, since now, even in death, he was no longer worthy. He was a condemned man for the wrongs he had committed during his lifetime. Furthermore, his 3 blessing fingers were cut off, and his body was thrown into the Tiber River, the place where ancient Romans used to throw criminals. But before we continue, have you already given a thumbs up to the video? Now is the time to help. Just scroll down and give it a like, and also subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Just click. Thank you very much for your like. Let's continue with the video. The so-called secret archives of the Vatican are basically a collection of documents and records that encompass the entire history of humanity and the Catholic Church. In these books, we find scientific and geographical discoveries, papal documents, diplomatic correspondence, letters from famous and important people such as the artist Michelangelo, the Galileo Galilei Inquisition process, and much more. Of course, there are many hidden and lost things in the Vatican, since its collection includes about 180,000 archives and manuscripts, 1.6 million printed books, 300,000 coins and medals, 150,000 photographs, as well as undeclared and hidden items. These documents are stored in the headquarters of the papacy, in the Vatican City, in a place so large and filled with material that it is considered one of the largest archives in the world. If the shelves were lined up, they would stretch for about 53 miles. Most of the records in this collection are available to the public. But some documents are so important and secretive that they can only be accessed by the high hierarchy of the Church. There is a theory that suggests that within this secret area, there is much more than what is revealed to us, with dark secrets and great truths that would shake the world. Church deeds, information about Jesus, aliens, and even Mussolini, among other topics. Some theorists believe that there are not only documents in this area, but also concrete objects, such as the skull of an alien. In fact, a Russian professor claimed to have found and accessed these secret documents around 1920. Genrich Ludwig reported finding records that indicated that aliens have been influencing our lives since forever. The professor also mentioned finding records of weapons, such as nuclear weapons that were used at that time. According to him, one of these documents explained how the ancient walls of Babylon were melted by a weapon that generated extremely high temperatures. Furthermore, there are also stories about time machines, not to mention rumors of hidden maps and treasures. Some documents even suggest that the Vatican may be controlled by the Illuminati, among other things. However, all of this that we talked about here at the end of the video, as it is located in a secretive section of confidential documents, it is not possible to confirm whether this is true or not. And then it remains up in the air, right? Believe it if you want, but one thing you can be sure of, there are many mysteries and secrets hidden in the Vatican. Secrets, perhaps, that we may never know, that will never be revealed. If all this content is stored, protected, and inaccessible, then it's because the Vatican doesn't want anyone to know. It's simple, right? And it will remain that way forever, as it has been for 2,000 years. If you haven't already, now is the time. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to receive notifications for new videos. If you have some extra time, also check out other videos being displayed on the screen. Thanks for watching. Bye.